Hey, what's up? So we're just gonna do some. Oh, you're here too. Hey, what's up? So we're gonna do some sealed Commander Legends opening and deck building. I'm just gonna wait for people to come in. If anybody else is gonna come in, I'm gonna try to share it on Twitter right now. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys are always here. Okay, just sending out the tweet right about now. All right, cool. So hopefully people show up. All right. You know all until that's amazing. Oh, camera moved around a lot right there. Okay, so I'm trying it out with a webcam that I bought instead of the usual camcorder that I use for these tabletop streams. So hopefully it's a little better quality. I'm not sure how I'm liking it. I think I'm just gonna go back to my old one after this. How's my voice, by the way? Good voice? I think it's the microphone picking me up well? Oof. Let's get that fucking thing out of the way. Alright. So, I'm actually lucky enough I got this box. My LGS actually not only keeps my pre-release. Wait. Where is the Mana Confluence? Do we? Oh, I'm a bit muffled. Let's try this out. Alright, this should work a little better. Where's the Mana Confluence? Are we not supposed to get a Mana Confluence? Hold up. What? Okay, was I wrong? Do we not get a Mana Confluence with the booster box? Because this was sealed. Alright, not sure what happened there. Unless I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, the Kaladesh block is amazing for artwork. I love it. I love the entire aesthetic of Kaladesh. It's one of the few planes that I'd actually want to live in. 5-6. Just gonna open that today. Alright, odd we didn't get a Mana Confluence. I don't know how to feel about that. I thought we were supposed to get one. I'll have to look into that later. Anyway, let's get started. Alright. Yeah, the Kaladesh story was great, honestly. Can't wait till we go back to it, honestly. Until we go back to Kaladesh. Let's start up on the first pack, which is, why is this so hard to open? What? There we go. Alright, let's see what we get. Honestly, out of every card that we could pull, there's only one card that I actually want to get really badly, and it's the Etched Foil Queen Marchesa. But anyway, I actually love doing sealed. I don't like draft all that much, but I love sealed, and I used to do pre-releases every set, and I believe the last pre-release I went to was, it was one of the Ravnik blocks. It was the Ravnik block that had Boros in it, because I remember playing nothing but Boros aggro, the two pre-releases that I did. I did two pre-release shots over one day, which was like 6 hours, I think, and I did mono red aggro. Not mono red, I did Boros aggro. Anyway, so we got Wild Celebrants. Let me see the camera. Do it up here then. Get the shadow out of the way. Huh. Let me try to fix that shadow real quick. That's a lot better. Alright, cool. Wild Celebrant. Alright, that's really bad, but if we need artifact destruction, we'll do that. Can't be blocked as long as the defendant player controls an artifact. That is also really bad. Wow, okay. Whenever an artifact is put into graveyard from battlefield, molder piece gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Alright. Oh, this dude is great. I remember running him a lot when I did mono red. Aggro for, I think it was Rivals of Excellent? I don't forget if he was Rivals or if he was regular Excellent, but one of the two I played to just mono red the couple of drafts that I did on that. Alright. Preordained, that is a very good card, that's really good. We can keep that over in the maybe pile. Fox Diamond, that's okay. Red-green doesn't really need that kind of ramp. When it dies, create a 1/1 elf creature token. That's elf tribal. Alright, so you have that going for. Seraph of Dawn, this is a regular angel. Actually, that is the wrong order. Let's do this the way it's supposed to be. There we go. That's better. Alright, some for your deals damage to target creature equal number of lands you control. That's also pretty bad. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. If it's a legendary, then it fights target creature an opponent controls. That's really good. Add some single target removal in green. Supernatural Stamina. Oh, that was in Amonkhet, I think. It was either Amonkhet or the other one. The Nicobolus one, the name is escaping me right now. the Amonkhet block. I used this a lot in Sealed when I did it, and I remember that card a lot. I liked it a lot. Ruptured Spire, it's not good, but it's what we're going to do for now. Thirst for Knowledge. Okay. Alright, so we have some blue. We have some blue draw right now, which is good. Imperious Perfect. I got the full art for this from the set booster box opening that we did a couple weeks ago. Hour of Devastation. Yeah, that one. Forgot that one. Imperious Perfect. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Alright, that's good for elves. Okay, so we have 2 elf tribal things going on right now and a couple of blue draw. Thought Vessel, you have no maximum hand size. That's not really good. Oh, Command Beacon. Nice. Okay. That could help us out. We got Nimrus on Restrictors. Fairy Knight. Whenever you cast your first spell during each of your opponent's turn, look at the top 2 cards of the library, put one of those come to your hand at the end of the graveyard. Alright, that could work if we ended up going to Mirror. Let's put that over here. Oh. Kawain. Oh, he's from, I didn't read his lore yet. I don't remember if he's, from Eldraine, but I'd be very surprised if he wasn't from Eldraine. Sadly, he's a pretty bad card. And another Mox Diamond. Alright. At least that one's a foil. And we got a Spirit and the Prismatic Piper, which we're going to put over there because that is useless. Alright. So right now, this is interesting. I don't know what we're going to do so far, since it's just the first pack, but it's looking a lot like we're going to have to either find more artifact stuff in blue, or we're just going to have to find more elf things right now, because the red is really not working out right now. White, we literally just got 1 card for. That's not looking good so far. Alright. Let's open the next pack. We got more of these to go. Wow, these packs are really hard to open. Why are these so hard to open? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Blade Brand! Oh, it's one of my favorite cards from Ravnica. Oh, I love this thing. This is one of the cards that inspired the whole Ravnica analysis videos. Yeah, dogs are usually everywhere. They're really strong, and I believe it was the Sealed for, I think it was M21 where dogs were important. I think it was M21. I don't know. I kind of stopped focusing on Sealed once War of the Spark happened. Okay, that's good. Like, that's a good combat trick for black. We got a pirate. I think this is the second pirate we got. Trample. When enter the battlefield, you become the monarch. That's okay. Okay, Sailor of Mean. That is a good blocker. And we get a treasure token out of that. So we got a little more artifact synergy in blue. Now, Soul Smite. Put X +1/+1 counter on the entire creature, where X is that creature's power. I don't know how to feel about that. Usually, win more cards in Sealed don't work out as well as they should be, because if you're winning, and you don't really need a lot of help with that. 6 mana Cascade with Haste Human Pirate. Okay. So, once again, if all goes wrong, we will just do mono red aggro. I don't think it's going to work in Commander, but it worked in every other one. Mill a card and add 1. Alright. I don't know how to feel about that, because we're only running 60 cards, so milling isn't that bad. We'll see what we got in there. Got a Fire Diamond, which we don't need. Squad Captain, Vigilance, Antipathal, one kind of each other creature you control. Okay, this would be great if we somehow got 3 color elves to work, but I don't see that happening considering we've only pulled 2 white cards this entire... all of this. Which is bizarre. Yeah, Blade Brand was really bad. And it was bad for the person you used it against, but you using it was a great, great card. What's an Invoker? That is a bad card. That's just a bad card in general. Because I don't think +5/+5 for 8 man is good when you're playing with 4 people. Elvish Doomsayer. Alright. We're good. We got, I believe, 4 pieces for Elf Tribal so far. Azure Fleet Admiral. When Azure Fleet Admiral enters the battlefield, becomes a monarch card, can't be blocked by creatures the monarch controls. Okay. That's a good aggressive, but I don't know if aggressive blue-red pirates are going to work, considering we don't really have the commander for it so far. Natural Reclamation, Cascade, Destroy target artifact enchantment. Alright. That is not good. I think that's actually... Is that better or worse than the other one we got? I don't know. We're going to put it here in case we're like super desperate for removal. Sisay's Ring, a worse soul ring, but it's still a soul ring. For 4 mana though. That's really bad ramp. Fencing Ace. Oh, Fencing Ace. That was I think this was I forgot what seal this was in. I know it's a reprint and I think oh wait, what is it's the Monarch token. I thought it was a fancy thing. Alright, whatever. Fencing Ace, I remember using that in one sealed. Oh, we got a golden Farhaven Elf. You may search for a basic land card into battlefield tab and shuffle your library. Okay, Elf Tribal. Elf Tribal looking good so far. We might go over there. Vampire Shaman, exile target creature card from your graveyard, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. That's just bad. Alright, choose target creature you control whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker. This turn, draw that many cards. Alright, that is really good. If we get some big creatures going on right now, which is... I don't know. Because if the green right now is looking like we're gonna go Elf Tribal, and that tends to go wide. So that's probably gonna draw us 1 or 2 cards at around average. Unless we start pivoting green into more of a big pumping kind of thing, which I don't think we have. We don't have the resources for that so far, at least not now. Blade Griff Prototype, when it deals combat damage, destroy target online permanent that controls. That's a nice politics card. I like those. And we got Radiant Sarah Angel. That is a bad card. Oh, we got the Salamander. Oh my god. Huh. Alright. In case you guys don't know, it's you and your permanent control have protection from salamanders. At the beginning of your end state, each player who controls the fewest creatures creates a 4/3 blue salamander warrior creature token. I don't like this card. I usually love politics cards, but this is... I don't like the way this one specifically functions. At all. I don't like that kind of thing. And I also hate playing a Simic, so hopefully we don't have to do that. Anyway, let's just open up the third pack so far. Puns are very fun, honestly. We all love puns. A food rat pirate card called Pirates. Yeah, I do want that too. Draw 2 or 3 for 3 minutes. I mean, it's good. I'm not saying it's a bad card. It's just... I kind of want it to be better than draw 2 for 3. I don't know. I guess it's a sealed, so I should be looking at the power level in a much smaller place. Universal Solvent. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to need an 8 mana kill spell, but we might, honestly. Sacrifice an artifact or creature, put a 1/1 counter on Defiant Salamander, activates ability on time you would cast a sorcery. Okay. Huh. Okay. This is good. This is good if we specifically go in a Golgari Sacrifice-esque kind of way, with kind of just using the elf core and building around it. That could kind of work, but so far we haven't gotten a green-black legendary creature, and it's going to be really bad if we have to end up using the prismatic Piper. Rummaging Goblin, discard a card, draw a card. That's not good. Omen Speaker, loved that. I used this when I first started playing Magic in Cons blog. I did 1 draft for Cons, I believe. I think it was either Cons or it was Origins. I don't remember if she was in Origins, but I do remember seeing the card a lot. And I think back then my store did... They didn't do straight drafts where it was 3 of a single set. They used multiple sets per draft. I don't remember if they mixed Origins or not. No, in Origins I did the Golgari. Elves, I mainly use Omen Speaker for the Cons drafts, now that I remember. But it's been a while for that. Inspire and Roar, put a 1/1 creature on each creature you control, or 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That is good. That's good. We might use that if we end up going white. Angel of the Dawn, flying. When Angel of the Dawn enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance at the end of turn. That is a good closer card. That is really good for 5 mana if we're doing it for multiple people. Especially if we go swing on to one person, if we go Angel Tribal. Have to keep an eye on that. Sentinel Spider, Vigilance Reach for 5, that is just bad. Foundry Inspector, artifact spells you cast, cost 1 less to cast. That might work. I don't know. I would much rather play a blue-black or a blue-white artifact thing, but that doesn't really seem like it's gonna happen. I'm praying for it. Hopefully we get something for it coming up. When into the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. That is nice. That's just good value. That's definitely to using that if we're going black. I feel like we're going to use black, and it's going to end up being either we're going to do a black-white kind of control-heavy thing, or we're going to have to do a black-green aggressive kind of build. And I think the black-green is what we're leaning in for right now. We just need the commander for it. If we can please get it soon. No, it's not bad. Spider decks are really annoying sometimes, but you're good for that. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on him. Alright. Alright, so right now, the artifacts that I'm looking at right now, not the artifacts, the archetypes that we can go into. Like I said, the Elf Tribal with the, just this boost right here. But with this card, and the going wide cards that we've pulled in white, we could potentially do a white-green elf kind of wide, attacking aggressive kind of thing. I don't know if we want to go 3 colors, or if we even get the chance to do it. But if we do a 3-color green, black, white kind of thing, I believe that works to be the most synergistic thing we got going on. But we just need to pull the commanders first because we're not really getting that right now. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may have her deal 2 damage, him deal 2 damage to her creature with flying. That, I mean, we'll just run that. That's just fine. When it dies, it deals 2 damage to target. That's not really going to work. Terramorphic Expanse, we are absolutely going to run that. Light Recruit deals 1 damage to each opponent when you cast Spider Soul. Untap it. That's good. I used to run that. I tried running that. Oh, Grillleaf Winnower. This is the card. This card I remember from Origins, back when I used to do it all the time. When I used to draft Origins. Huh, you know what? This set, I didn't think this set was going to make me feel nostalgic of my first day. Honestly, I didn't think this was going to be a nostalgic set for the first time when I used to play Magic back then. I was like, it was either early high school or middle school where I started going to LGSs for that. I remember that card. Unless I'm mistaking it with another black elf from Origins that is also shooting a bow and arrow, because there's a ton of those. Creature gets +3/+2 whenever it becomes unattached from permanent. Sacrifice that permanent. That might be good. Oh, Austere Command. Choose 2 to destroy. That is good. That's really good. We're going to keep that on the definitely running. Okay. I'm going to put that over there for the definitely running because I feel like we're going to go Selesnya the way things are going right now, but we really need a Selesnya commander in order to make that work. Or at least something with partner. Captain Vargas Wrath. Whenever Captain Vargas Wrath attacks, pirates you control get +1/+1 until end of turn for each time you've cast your commander from the commands in this game. Not a good commander. He would be fine if he had partner, but he doesn't, so he's not good. Oh, but we got this guy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen him. He is really interesting when it comes to combo-heavy commander decks because he has some really goofy shenanigans you could do with him. When you can loop him or just you do an insane amount of damage when you summon him. I've seen people on Twitter talk about it a lot. I don't think I'm ever going to use him, but it's an interesting card to have to trade. Oof. Oh, that is a nice foil. That is a gorgeous foil, actually. Wait, let's get the copy out of here. That is, I don't know, can you guys see it? That is a gorgeous foil for Vault of Champions. Oh, now we really want to do 3-color. We are sleeving that up right now because I don't want to ruin it. I mean, we only ever really got to see one part of Ixalan because Ixalan isn't really the island. Ixalan is the plane. We know that there's like an entire continent off the coast where the vampires come from. But I don't know if Giants would be around there. I don't know if he's from... Does he have flavor text? No, I'll have to look up his lore later. But I don't see why there wouldn't be Giants in other parts of Ixalan. There really isn't... We haven't been told anything that says the contrary. Anyway, next way. I think we got a pretty good idea of where we're heading for this. Oh. God, these packs are going to kill me. Alright, let's go to the next set. Valakut Invoker deals 3 damage for 8 mana. That is garbage. Red is really not working for us right now. Spontaneous Mutation, Flash, Enchant Creature. Enchant Creature gets -X, -O, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. That'd be good to have if we had more of the self-mill synergy. Howling Golem, whenever it attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. We don't want that right now. Brazen Freebooter. I used to run this in my Artifact Commander deck back when I used to be more pirate heavy instead of just Breya duplicating That's my dog. I think somebody knocked on the door. Sorry about that. He should be calming down soon. I mean, it did have pretty big lizards, yeah. Enchanted creature can't be blocked, and whenever enchanted creature attacks, scry 1. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we definitely have some basis for an aggressive blue-red pirate deck. But I don't think... Yeah, sorry, you guys can hear him. He's being really loud, and I don't understand why. No one even knocked on the door. I don't know what's happening. My sister's over there playing with him, though. Crow of Dark Tidings. Flying. When Crow of Dark Tidings into battlefield dies, mill 2 cards. Alright, that's not really that good. Ghastly Demise. Destroy target non-black creature if its toughness is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. That is removal and sealed, and we might run it for 1 mana. When core cartographer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a plains card, put it into the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. That's not good. That is ramp, but that is ramp for 4 mana. It's white, so it's kind of shitty. Let's be honest here. Silverback Shaman, trample. Whenever it dies, draw a card. That's fine, I guess, if we need a bigger body on this. Seer's Lantern, 3 mana. If my dog used to be a pirate hunter in an earlier life, yeah, that'd be really funny if he was. Seer's Lantern. Okay. We might use that for just some general ramp for 3 mana. Oh, Eyeblight colors. When Eyeblight dies, create 3 1/1 elf tokens. That is really good. That is really good if we're going to do the Selesnya going wide aspect. That's really good. Okay, now I really hope we get the Selesnya thing going on right now. Or if not, if we get the white, black, green deck. Because I think white, black, green is going to be the winner here. If we can manage to get the commanders for that. I don't think we are, considering we're already halfway through and we don't even have one of the partner commanders. Which is concerning. Iona's Judgment, 5 mana for a generic exile. That's really good for sealed removal. Lumen Grid Gargoyle, 6 mana flying 4/4. That is garbage. Supreme Will! Oh. Supreme Will was my MVP when I played Standard back during... It wasn't... I didn't start playing in Hour of Devastation. It was after Hour of Devastation. I don't remember if Kaladesh was before or after Hour of Devastation. But whatever was after Hour of Devastation, I used this in a Marionette Master OTK deck. And I use this a lot to stay alive. Orders of Advocates. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature they control. If a player does, creatures that player controls can't attack you or planeswalkers you control until your next turn. Oh, yeah, we're running that. If we're doing white, we're definitely running that. Patron of the Valiant, 5 mana flying. When Patron of the Valiant enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, I don't know how much sealed you guys have done, but this card right here is, I don't like these. Because effectively what this card is saying that is that if you have a lot of creatures on the battlefield, and those creatures have 1/1 counters on them, you can make them even bigger. And when you're playing something for 5 mana this late, you're probably already winning if you have a board state where this card would work. So running it doesn't really help you all that much. And I learned my lesson through a lot of really, really bad drafts when I was going with that. With all my basic fours, which were like 7. That's hilarious. My first Magic deck was just 3 copies of Terror Stomper and then trying to bring it out as fast as possible. Elvish Dreadlord, Zombie Elf, 5 mana Death Touch. When it dies, none of creatures get -3/-3 until end of turn. Encore 7. So for 7 mana, we get 3/3/3 bodies that when they die give everything -9/-9. Yep, that's very good. That's really good. We're going to keep that. Siani, Eye of the Storm. That is really good, but we don't have... Oh! Here we go. Okay, Abomination of Llanowar. Legendary creature, Elf Horror. Vigilant Menace. When power and toughness are equal to the number of elves you control plus the number of elf cards. We got it. We got it. We got our commander right here. We got it right here. We got it right here. I don't think there's any way we can get the 3-color deck to work unless we pull one of the OG partner commanders, which at the way we're pulling isn't really looking all that likely. Angelic Armament. Equipped creatures gets +2/+2, has flying, and is a white angel in addition to its colors and other types. That is... I really wanted another foil. Oh, that is a beautiful treasure token. I'm putting that in my commander deck. Not this one, though, another one. Alright. Penultimate pack. Skyraker Giant. Reach red has been garbage this entire time. You know what's funny? If we're going for the green-black elf deck right now, and if that's what we'd end up doing, there is a slight possibility I might be able to get a worse Is It Pirate, like, aggressive deck out of this. Out of just one pool of 6-packs. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool, all things good, because we're getting a lot of aggressive pirates. I guess a pretty good aggressive pirate, but like the pirates we're getting just aren't to the caliber that these elf synergies we got going on are happening. Gift of Paradise, enchant land. When enter the battlefield, you get 3 life, and at 2... Oh, more green good stuff. Don't we get enough of those? When Impulsive Pilfer dies, create a treasure token. Encore 4. Oh. That's really nice, because then you can use 4 mana and effectively just get 3 more treasure tokens. Huh. I might experiment putting that into my commander deck, but I don't know if Brea needs that right now. Blue, we have a lot of blue control here. Fiery candidates, deal damage to each non-pirate. Yeah, I think we might actually get a pirate. We might actually get a pirate deck and an elf deck out of this, to be perfectly honest with you. That's going to be really... That's actually really fun if we got all of that out of just 2 packs. Skywiller Shot. Destroy target creature power 3 or greater. Scry 1. That's fun. Finclay Fugitives Elf? Wait, I'm sorry, what? What did that say? Elf Salamander Rogue can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Encore 5. So we get 21 damage on board for 5 mana. That's good. Definitely going to lead in the curve on that. Eyeblight Massacre, that was also an MVP from Origins. God, I remember closing games off playing this in sealed back in Origins. You know, wait, how much is a box of Origin going for right now? I might actually just buy a box of Origins and play some sealed with that. Oh, I miss that. I miss Origin sealed. Pilgrim's Eye, enter the battlefield, search your life for a basic land card. That's just regular ramp. We might run that in for here. Armillary Spear. 2 mana tap, sacrifice it, search your life for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them to your hand, shuffle your library. That's not bad. For seal, that's not bad. And we got Command Tower. We're going to put that over there, and we're definitely going to run that. Vow of Wildness. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, has trample, and can't attack you or a planeswalker you control. Okay. That's fine, honestly. We're probably going to boost our own stuff like that. If we start running that... Oh, we got 3 visits! Nice! Except sadly, this one isn't $150. But that's good. Alright. So yeah, this is definitely where we're going. We're definitely going black-green. I don't think there's any other things we can get into right now because we just have so much elf synergy going right now, plus the amount... we've pulled, what, 3 ramp cards with 3 visits and everything else we've run through? I don't think we're going to need anything else past that. I would have loved to splash in some white, but I don't think we need to right now. Prodigy, Flash, Cascade. You may have it enter the battlefield with a copy of permanent you control. All right. Prava, Steel Legion. As long as it's your turn, creature tokens you control get +1/+4. Alright, again. Oh, we got a Chroma! Oh, we got a Chroma. I don't know if she's good or I don't know if she's worth anything, but that is a nice mythic to pull. Huh. Nice, we're going to sleeve that up right now. Where did I put my sleeves? Shark Opt. Yes, Simic is a funny color combination. Put that over there. We got a foil Spark-Tongue Dragon. We'd run that, honestly, if we went for the red-blue thing going on right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly, this is why I love Sealed, and I love Sealed more than Draft, because it just feels like the deck, not so much the deck build itself, but that as you open, oh my god, what is wrong with these things? Alright. But as you open packs, and as you kind of get your seal pool slowly built up, you start seeing these synergies in real time. You start seeing what colors go with which specific colors, then it starts building kind of like an internal momentum when it comes to your deck building and stuff. More elves! Brilliant a dub. Whenever it attacks target creature and opponent control, it gets -1 until end of turn. So later on for 4 mana, we could use it to give something -3/-3. That's fun. Dragon Egg. When it dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying. Don't need that. Prying Eyes! Oh! There's my Magali card. Favorite artist in all of Magic the Gathering, by far. Magali Vinuyu. favorite artist by far. Like, look at this. I don't have this. Oh yeah, we're definitely switching back to my old camera after this, but I don't know if you can tell right now, but the way she uses colors and like the color palette in this piece is majestic. Specifically how she uses the bright silver and blues to stand out from the softer blues and softer grays and softer silvers in the woman's, not only in the woman's clothes, but in the entire piece overall. She's an amazing artist. My favorite by a lot. Oh wait, did someone tag me? Oh wait, who are you playing sealed? Oh, it's actually a couple of my buddies in the Magic Creator Sphere. We just decided to just kind of find anybody who's willing to either buy a box or buy just 6-packs, and we're just going to build sealed decks and just play with each other through webcam. I think some people are going to stream it. I don't know if everybody will stream it. I'm not, because I don't really have the setup nor the kind of thing to do an entire sealed commander thingy. I usually play on other people's streams. We're playing tomorrow. I don't know if it's being streamed anywhere. If it is, I'll probably let everybody know on Twitter. But as far as I'm playing, I'm not streaming anything. But I do know there are other creators that are streaming their games playing sealed. No, I am not liking this camera at all. I think I'm definitely gonna go back to my older camera after this. At least I'm not opening the whole box. If I was opening the whole box, I would have probably switched it out halfway through the stream. But anyway, hopefully me reading them helps a bit. Oh, see, I normally practice Magic playing against myself when I used to play Standard and when I used to just play practice sealed against myself. But since this is a commander thing, I can't run 4 decks simultaneously. It just doesn't work out all that well. Betrayed by the camera. Yeah, betrayed by the camera, definitely. Yeah, so this thing was... It's worth the money for the little things that I used it for, but not really for this kind of things. Dispeller's Capsule. Just regular enchantment removal. We don't need that right now. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield in control, put a 1/1 counter to our creature. That's good. At this point, I think I'm just going to get everything that sells elves, throw it into the deck, and go. Renegade Tactics. Target creature can't block and draw a card. Entourage of Trust. Creature Elf Soldier, when it enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. Can block an additional creature if combat as long as you're the Monarch. I don't know if that's... Ah, wait. It does defend you from being taken away from the Monarch. Even if it dies, it still protects you for 1 turn. Might keep that in check. Malphane Twins. Dies. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Don't really need that right now. Exile 2 creature cards from graveyard. Don't need that right now. Palace Sentinels. When Palace Sentinels enter the battlefield, you become the Monarch. That is not good enough for 4 mana. Ambush Viper, Flash Dust Touch for 2. Really good. I don't know if we can fit it, considering we have, like, an entire forest worth of elves right now. No, I used to play Commander with myself when I used to practice with 4 of them, but it just got a little cumbersome after the first couple times that I did it. Wait, let me fix that glare real quick. There you go, that fixed the glare. Alright, Spectral Searchlight. Choose a player. That player adds 1 mana of any color they choose. Okay, that's actually good if we ended up going for the 3-color route, which we're not, but I was really hoping for that. Maelstrom Colossus, 8 mana Cascade. Not really what we're going for right now. Coastline Marauders. Trample. Whenever Coastline Marauder attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each land defending player controls. Really good aggressive closer against green. That's really good against green right now. Two-headed commander is something that I've wanted to try. I've really wanted to try two-headed commander, and I got to talk to my friends about whether they want to do it or not. Because two-headed commander sounds like a really fun concept, especially if you are all running different colors. Like, I think it'd be fun if one person was running 2 colors and the other person was running 2 colors, and there was 1 color missing between your teammates. That'd be really good. You could probably do like 4 mono-color decks against each other, but I think that's just be really boring, because you would easily counter each other without any kind of like counterplay. I don't think it'd work out there. Alright, Brass Herald. Enter the battlefield, choose a creature type. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all creature cards of the chosen type revealed this way into your hand and the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Oh, that's really good. Until I saw they cost 6 mana. That is 6 mana. At best, we are drawing 4 elves, but I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll actually genuinely think about that. We'll put that over here in the maybe pile. Nevernail's Disc, 4 mana. You know what? Yeah, we'll play that. We'll play that. Oh, R makes Fleeshy Trasher. This one right here, I actually am considering putting it into my treasure token commander deck with Brea. Because I generate a ridiculous amount of treasure tokens and Thopters in that deck. So this thing could end up just killing a lot of really big creatures, even getting around Indestructible. Because as some of you have seen at me being in other people's streams, I get really killed by Xenagos a lot. So I need an out to Xenagos quickly. That's probably just going to be for me then. We got Malcolm, Keen-Eyed Navigator, Legendary Creature, Siren Pirate. Whenever one or more pirates you control deal damage to your opponent, you create a treasure token for each opponent dealt damage. Okay. Here's something I want to get across. You see this card right here? This would be the blue-red pirate tribal commander, right? But this is just a bad card. If I was running... Oh my god, my light just fell. What the hell? Alright. Okay, I have no idea why that happened. What the hell? Alright. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, this card right here, it's... As much as I've looked at it and as much as I've brainstormed how you would use this pirate as your, like, pirate commander, I think you're still much better off running this guy and his partner, Breaches. But I'm going to be honest with you, if I was building this blue-red commander deck, I would run Malcolm with the Prismatic Piper over this dude almost any day. Which I think is what I'm going to end up doing, honestly. We got another Omen Speaker as our foil, and we got our copy. Alright, cool. So, let's start building here. This is the blue. We're going to take the blue and we're just going to put it aside. This is weird. We didn't get anything. We got a lot of white cards, but compared to everything else that we got, we didn't really pull that many whites. I don't understand why. Or maybe, no, we did. I just didn't really pay attention all that much. Red, we got a lot of pirates. We're going to put that over there. So I'm going to put them over here. Alright, let's get these out of the way because we don't need them right now. Definitely going to keep those. We're definitely running Command Tower and we are running Terramorphic Expanse. Alright, and these are all of our mana rocks. Okay. So, let's start planning this out. Alright, put away the black by accident. Okay. Alright, let's try to figure this out. Oh! No, I didn't mean I would run them for like a regular commander deck. I would run them just for sealed. If I was running Pirate Tribal, I'd run Beckett Brass. I'd either run Beckett Brass or one of the partner commanders with like what do you call him? One of the partner commanders from Commander 16, the 2-color ones, with Breaches. So Breaches with the blue-red partner. I think that would work out better, because Breaches is just a really good card in general. Like, Breaches is great. Just a really good commander. So putting that with a 2-color partner commander for your Pirate Tribal works a little bit more. Let's try to get all of the elves out real quick. So elf, 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 and then nothing. All right. So we got our elves here. We got our commander here. And let's try to get all the elves out of here. Elf, 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 elf. Okay. Alright, so we're building a 60-card commander deck, right? Alright, we got 60 cards commander deck. So let's bring out the notepad. That leaves us with 36 cards. If we make... What's the good ratio? So we got 36 cards to go with. If we make 5 of them ramp, we'll be left with 31. So 5 ramp leaves us with 31. And if we make about 5 removal, we are left with 26 cards. So we do 30. So we do 24 lands, 5 removal, 5 ramp, 26 lands. 26 other cards. Since we're running Elves Tribal, we want a good chunk of our deck to be Elves, specifically if we're running Brass Herald to draw. So what is a good ratio to do that in? Running 60 cards, if we run 20 Elves, 1/3 of our deck will be Elves, 1/3 of our deck will be lands. So he would end up drawing us 2, maybe 3 cards per summon. I don't know if that's worth it. We're going to count off how many Elves we got. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, we actually don't even have enough Elves to go to 20. Okay. Okay, no, so Brass Herald probably isn't going to work out then, if we only have 14 Elves to go off in total. Alright. So we're definitely running all the Elves simply because we want Abomination of Llanowar to work out. So we got 4 mana, 6 mana, 4 mana, 5... Oh my god, these Elves are actually really expensive. What the hell? This isn't an Elf, that is an Elf tribal card. Okay, our curve is nowhere near as low as it should be. Huh, alright, that's not a good curve. That's not a good curve right now, specifically if we're going wide with Elves. No, it's specifically 60 cards because it is sealed. I'm going to be honest with you, there would be no way to build a 100-card commander deck with 6 packs. Yeah, different rules for Sealed Commander. Sealed Commander is specifically the 6 packs of Commander Legends. Duplicates, you can have duplicates simply because that's just a rule of Sealed. You can have as many as you pull. You are allowed to use the Prismatic Piper as your partner, even if you didn't pull him, simply because he's just meant for color fixing purposes. And I think that's all of the differences so far. I know health stays the same as far as I'm aware. I think health stays the same. Alright, so let's figure this out right now. So this is our curve of creatures right now, and we're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Elves right now. 13, wait, no, wasn't it 14? No, because this is not an Elf card. Alright. I gotta think about this now. Alright. If we run Brass Herald, I don't know if it's worth it. That puts us as 14 creatures, but I want to hold off on Brass Herald because using him for an elf wouldn't really work all that well, because most of our elves are higher costed. So we definitely need ramp to get to some of the bigger end elves. Because if we counter commander at Abomination... Actually, wait. Does our commander count towards the 60? Let me check this. Oh, 60 does count the commander, so we actually have 35 cards to work with if we're running 24 lands. Never mind. Okay. No. Because if you do draft, you're only opening 3 packs. You're still only getting as many cards for a sealed of 60. It doesn't really work out that well. Like, yes, you would have more cards for your pool since you're specifically picking out colors that you want, but there's no way. There's no way you would be able to build a deck of 100 cards using 3 packs of draft. Unless you just start throwing in draft chaff that you do not want at all, that you don't want in your deck, that you're just doing in there to get to the 100 card limit. I don't think that really works out all that well. But okay, so we got our basic creature list right here. We're at 14 creatures, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures. So we're at 13. Let me look at the creatures right now here that we got in green so far. It's enchantment, sorcery, creature. Alright, so sorcery. Okay, let's look about this. Okay, the Ambush Viper, I don't believe we should consider it creature. It's more of a 2-mana removal, because we're going to be the Monarch. I believe we have 4 cards that make us a Monarch. So we're definitely going to run this, but we should consider it more as a removal piece than we would an actual creature. Now, what are our black creatures looking at? It actually didn't pull that many black stuff now that I think about it. Creature, 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 creature. Oh, we don't run any artifacts, so Artemix doesn't really work here. Mill 2 cards. Do we want to mill? I don't think we want to mill here. As much as we want the elves to be in the graveyard, Abomination doesn't really care all that much because it also counts the ones in the field since we're going wide. So Crow of Dark Tidings isn't really something that we want. Null Color is a... These are all really expensive. I didn't notice how expensive everything here was. To find Salvager, sacrifice an artifact creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. We'll run this if we want to just get rid of some elf tokens, because I believe we can make elf tokens. Yeah, we can make an elf token with Imperius perfectly. We might get that going on right now. We need more lower costed cards, but we don't have any lower cost cards. Really should have thought this through. Alright. Sentinel Spider doesn't work. Silverman Prey doesn't work. And Molder Beast doesn't really work. These don't synergize at all with our deck so far, so we're going to have to give these up so far. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get a drink of water and close the door. God, I really hate this camera. This camera was such a bad idea. Oh, God, the trial of error of streaming. Am I right? Okay. We don't have enough creatures for this, and that's really concerning. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. We're at 15 creatures out of a 60 card deck. That's honestly way too low. That's way too low. Let's try to look at our artifact creatures, see what we got right now. Okay, let's see. Artifact creature, artifact creature. That's equipment, artifact creature. Artifact creature. Artifact creature. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. We got Maelstrom Colossus for Cascade to Cascade for 8. You know what? That's a big maybe, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, a lot of our stuff is really high costed. That's... Because right now we don't really have any lower costed permanents. Most of our cards seem to be instants and sorceries. We don't really run that many enchantments. So the Cascade would actually work right here. Alright. I think we want to get to 20 creatures, and then we're going to build up the removal and the ramp from there. So as long as we hit 20 creatures, I believe we're fine. Artifacts spells you cast cost 1 less to guess. I don't know. I think we're going to do the Pilgrim's Eye, just to have a flying blocker and to get a land. Okay. We're going to do the Maelstrom Colossus because we need something just to be heavy up there. We'll run the Brass Herald simply because I'm desperate. Howling Golem is just bad. It's just bad. Foundry Inspector doesn't really work. We don't run that many artifacts. Blade Griff Prototype. Yeah, we'll run the Blade Griff, and I feel like when I play, I should be able to somehow get everybody to agree to destroy certain things. So we're going to leave it at that right now. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We need one more creature. What's something else we could throw in there? Because if we're doing Cascade, I don't want to run any lower costed creatures. Let's do a Silverback Shaman. That's a 5 cost. Right, so this curve is atrocious. This is a really, really bad curve. Alright, so if we're doing this kind of deck where we're focusing most of our curve on the top and trying to kick off with Maelstrom's Colossus Cascade, having these lower costed spells is actually a detriment to us, but we're going to keep it simply because we want to be able to play something. So if we're going with this as our core creature, we need a lot of ramp in order to get these bigger things out. So let's work on ramp next. So right now we're focusing at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we got our 20 creatures. We got 20 creatures right now. Let's work on ramp. I think we opened a lot of ramp in green. So we'll see what we got right now. Oh, the Elf Maker. See, the Elf Maker, it only works once because I have to tap it in order to create the elf. And it only untaps during my untap step. So I'd have to have a way to untap this, which we didn't open any way to make something untap. Let me check. Yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't open any way to make that untap. All right, so let's work on ramp right now. Let's see. We got 3 visits. That's good for ramp. Gift of Paradise, also good for ramp. I think that's all ramp we got in blue. Let me check black. Black doesn't have any ramp. What am I even looking for? Alright, black, we didn't really run that many of. Let's check here. I mean, in this case, is running the Moss Diamonds a bad idea? Is running these a bad idea? Because we're definitely moving a lot slower. So putting these Moss Diamonds in. Is it worth it for the ramp? Because if we put these in, there is a solid chance that Maelstrom Colossus will pull these out instead of our bigger things. How do we do this? Alright, we'll put these aside. That's going to be a maybe on that. So we're running these 2 ramp cards. We're at... Alright. We'll run the Spectral as a 3-mana ramp card. It also helps politics out so we can get some better stuff going on right now. Armillary Sphere, that's another ramp card. So we're at 4 ramp. Let's see what other kind of ramp we got. Alright, we'll do Thought Vessel and we'll do Seer's Lantern. Right there. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to either get lands out of our graveyard or to ramp up a little bit on the board. Thought Vessel is just... Thought Vessel is the worst Moss... I don't know. Moss Diamond comes in tap, though, and do we really care? Let's put these aside. We don't need these right now. So we're at 6 ramp spells right now. What's the math looking at so far? So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's not right. How's that 26? Yeah, 26. All right, we're at 26 right now. We got 9 more cards to go. All right, good night. Have fun. I'll probably upload this afterwards, so you could probably see how it ends tomorrow if you want to. Right now, I gotta think about single target removal and things that could draw us cards. Let's look at here. All right. Ghastly Demise as a removal. We're running that. We're going to run Hunter's Insight as draw. Because we are going to end up with big creatures. Now that I'm looking at our curve as it's going up, we are going to end up drawing usually 3 to 4, 4 to 5 sometimes. With Hunter's Insight. So we're definitely doing that for draw. So we have 1 removal and 1 draw. That's up 2. We'll run Ancient Animus. And we will run... Alright, so we're at 1, 2, 3. We got 3 cards that either remove or draw. Supernatural Stamina, we'll do that just for recursion. Blade Brand, we'll also run that. And we don't want to run for Phyrexian Rage. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 more cards up. Puts us at 31. We got 4 more cards to go. Now, if we're looking at ways to get rid of other things on the board, let's look at here. Draw, honestly, as much as we can get, because we need to get to a ramp. Normally, I don't think I'd want 6 ramp in a sealed commander deck with this size, but specifically because all of our creatures are... Like, our curve is effectively 4 to 5 mana. for our creature. So we want to get there as fast as humanly possible. So using these as ramp is fine. Using 6 ramp is fine. I would honestly want more. I would legitimately want more ramp than this. But that's all we have. I don't, unless I start running the Moss Diamonds, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to run the Sissy's Ring because that's just a little too slow. Our removal, we're just going to take all of it because removal is just good. Removal is just really good and sealed. But everything else that we got right now isn't really going to work out all that well because all of that is graveyard synergies, which we don't have a lot of. We need to get 5 more cards here. Then we need 4 more cards. So we're going to do Eyeblight Massacre because that's just a good board wipe right now. We'll do Navirniel's Disc for another board wipe. That's +2. We're at 33. Now, from everything else that we have, let's see. We're not going to use the Fire Diamond. And no, these just don't work. I'm looking at more of our higher costed cards than the other colors, but these just don't really work out all that well. They don't work with any synergies that we have right now. So we have this to work with right now. Universal Solvent, since we're ramping, it's a maybe. Alright. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna need your opinion on this because I'm actually pretty stuck on this right now. So either we go for more combat tricks and damage buffing. I throw in the Moss Diamonds for ramp. Yeah, it's basically my 2 options. Either I throw in the Moss Diamonds for ramp, I throw in the combat damage. Oh, wait. Actually, we're going to throw in the Angelic Armaments. That's actually good. We're going to throw that in there. We're at 34. I got 2 more cards to go. Either I throw in the 2 Moss Diamonds or I throw in the 2 big beaters. Removal is good. Removal is good in Sealed in general, and in Commander, it's really good because you get rid of commanders. And you also get rid of any big things that they might have summoned. So I'm stuck here. Because this is an enchantment, but it's a 3-mana enchantment, so we think we'll be fine with that. I don't know. Let me double check the math. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. We need 1 more card. We need 1 more card. I think... I think we're going to go with Vow of Wilderness for that. So I think this is our deck so far. I'm going to try to put these cards away. So I think this is how the deck's going to function right now. Yeah. We'll use these as our lands to go with. Alright. So right now we are looking at 24 lands. We got 4 here, so we're going to need 10 forests and 10 swamps. Let me pull these out of here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 forests. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 swamps. I think this is what we're going to have to go with. I think this is good so far. We have a basic core of elf tribal synergies. We have our elf tribal lord. Well, it's not a lord, but our elf commander. And we have some stuff for ramping to get to the big Maelstrom Colossus Cascade play. Or the Brass Hill draw play. I think that's really the best we got right here. So, I think I'm going to call it a night there, because this is a little more in-depth than I thought it would be. We didn't get the Esper control that I would have loved, but I think we're good right now as it is. What do you guys think? Was it a good stream? Oh. Yeah, no, those elves are really weird, honestly. They're very weird. I think we're looking good so far. I think this is what we're going to keep it here. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for coming, by the way. You guys have been great. You guys are always here when I stream, even though there's, like, no kind of, like, advertising for this. But thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for, like, chatting with me. I'm sorry I didn't look at the chat all that much this time around, but it was mainly because I was trying to focus on the math and getting this, like, to be presentable at the very least. But thank you. Thank you for this. I might actually try to do the blue-red pirate deck, but my throat's starting to hurt because I've been talking for a while. So I'm going to call it a night. Good night, everybody, and hopefully you enjoy Commander Legends, because so far this has been a really, really good set. We didn't really open any money cards, but I don't really mind. This is pretty fun. All right, thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.